Hey familia, Miranda here, and in today's video, I'm going to be taking on the Rad 9 challenge put out by the Rad Pack. All their information will be in the description box below for you guys to go check out their channel, but basically Mel and the crew, they put this challenge out there for us to compile a list of 9 films that made us as a kid, that basically shaped us as a kid. And it's pretty much just films that we constantly had on repeat so much that they wore out our VHS or DVD player, whatever. So I do have my 9 here, you guys. It's pretty challenging to actually narrow it down to 9, considering there were so many films that just truly shaped me as a kid. But I have my 9, and I do have a few honorable mentions that I will get into first. So let's go on ahead and get into it. All right, so starting off with my honorable mentions, I do have 4 of them. First up is The Page Master. This one I always constantly watch. It's just such a great film about this kid basically facing his fears. And I mean, as a kid, I'm sure we feared a whole lot of things. I mean, I know I did. And so this one definitely kind of helped me through that. And I did always enjoy, you know, watching Macaulay Culkin in this one. And then just the whole kind of like cartoon mix into the real life and whatnot. So we got The Page Master. And also, you guys, Casper. I mean, it's classic. What's not to love about this film? I constantly watched it, as well as Hocus Pocus. This is one that I didn't have to be Halloween time for me to watch it. I always loved this one, and just kind of the story behind it, you know, the Sanderson sisters and whatnot. So we got Hocus Pocus. All right, my last honorable mention is Homeward Bound. Both of these, I constantly watch, you guys. I mean, what's really not to love about this group of pets that are going on this like cross-country adventure? I mean, it's fun, you guys. It's super cute, and I was just always a fan of these and constantly watched them as a kid. All right, so getting into my top 9, these are in no particular order, you guys. So first up, we have Mrs. Doubtfire. This one, for sure, I always just had on repeat, you guys. This was a film that, honestly, this kind of holds a more sentimental value to me, for the simple fact that when I was really young, I want to say like maybe 4 or 5 years old, my parents divorced, and we all know that this is what this film is about. And the dad wanting to spend more time with, you know, his kids and everything. And so yeah, it definitely hits close to home, you guys, because I think that no matter how young you are when your parents divorce, it's never an easy thing to go through. I know my custody battle was a mess, you guys. Took forever, and you know, in the end they finally asked me what I wanted, which they should have just done from the start. But yeah, and this is just truly a beautiful film. It's very heartfelt and heartwarming, you know, a little heartbreaking considering the whole divorce thing and whatnot, but yeah, it definitely helped kind of me cope through my parents' divorce as a kid. So Mrs. Doubtfire. All right, and then obviously, you guys, The Goonies. This one too, always on repeat. I freaking love this film, you guys. It is just so much fun. I love the whole idea of just these group of friends. It's pretty much their last day together, because their whole area is getting turned into like a country club or whatever it is, I forget. But yeah, and they go on this adventure to find this, you know, supposed treasure that's out there and whatnot. And I mean, I'd be lying if I had said that after I watched this, I didn't go out into like my backyard or whatever and go on my own little adventure, or, you know, like whenever we go to the park, you know, go on an adventure and whatnot, go look for treasure and whatnot, or I'd even just go bury something and, you know, pretend to be on this adventure and, you know, uncover it. You know, I mean, this just brings back so many great childhood memories of just adventures and stuff. So I mean, The Goonies, it's one that I love so much, and I hold near and dear. All right, next up we have The Sandlot. This one too, always on repeat, you guys. I just absolutely love this film. I just love the whole summer vibes that it gives, and you have this group of friends playing, you know, baseball and just kind of hanging out. When it's too dang hot, they go to the pool, that kind of stuff. I mean, it just kind of reminded me in some ways of my childhood. And you know, when I lived with my dad, we didn't really have like a whole lot of money or anything like that. So we didn't really get to go out and, you know, go on some crazy vacations or adventures, stuff like that. So I was really kind of stuck with just hanging out with, you know, all the neighborhood kids, or in my case, the kids in my apartment complex, and, you know, us just kind of playing soccer in the, you know, parking lot, or racing our bikes in the parking lot, that kind of stuff. I mean, occasionally we'd go to like the skating rink or something like that, or like a pool center or something like that. But I mean, yeah, this just in so many ways just is kind of similar to my childhood. Not so much the baseball aspect aspect, but you get what I mean. But yeah, this is just such a fun flick, and I love the friendship between all of the, you know, boys here and stuff, and it's just a fun flick, and just the whole summer vibes. Again, it's like just telling you make the best of your summer. So The Sandlot, definitely one of my most on repeat ones. All right, next up we have Blank Check. And this one, I just love the whole idea of this. It is just such a fun flick. I mean, it's one of those things that, you know, everybody wishes they could have $1 million. It's like, if you had that million, what are you actually going to do with it? I mean, for this kid to get this blank check, make it out for $1 million, and then literally blow it all and just a bunch of fun things. I just think it's a fun idea. And so, yeah, I just always had this one on repeat. All right, one of my all-time faves here, you guys, Matilda. Oh my gosh, you guys. Definitely one of my fave amongst me and my siblings. We constantly watched it. And it is just a fun, cute, kind of heartwarming story. But also, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't afraid of the Trunchbull and the Chokey, you know? But yeah, Mara Wilson in this, she's super great, you guys. And I just love the idea of this little girl having these powers to, you know, like move things with her mind and everything. And her just being kind of so different from her family and whatnot. And it's honestly just a beautiful story. And it's just one that I always enjoyed and just kind of always thought the world of, because it was just so much fun, you guys. So yeah, Matilda. All right, next up is Three Ninjas. Had to include this one. This is one of my faves between like me and my siblings. One that we always watched. It was always on repeat. And it's just one that we kind of always argued over, like who was who in this. Like we wanted to be, all of us wanted to be like one of them and whatever. And so we'd be like, no, I'm this one, I'm that one, and stuff like that, you know. But it's a fun flick, very quotable and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, and obviously, you know, I'd be trying to, you know, do my own karate moves and stuff, you know, along with the movie, and, you know, just with my siblings and stuff, doing dumb stuff. But yeah, Three Ninjas, you guys. All right, the next one I have is Richie Rich. This one, again, always watched, you guys, and I love Macaulay Culkin in this, and the whole storyline of this about him being this rich kid, and, you know, he has all these rich friends whose ideas of fun aren't exactly fun, and they're all kind of like stuck up. So he just kind of wants to be normal, have normal friends and stuff, which he found in this group of kids, you know, that he saw one day, you know, playing baseball on the street or whatever. And so yeah, I just think it's super fun, and the way that, you know, they go and they visit him, and he has McDonald's and all this cool stuff in his house, and it's like, yeah, but he wants friends. He just doesn't want to be alone, doesn't want these other like stuck up kids who are, you know, rich like him and stuff. So it is just a fun story, you guys, and I just always enjoyed watching this one. All right, you guys, this next one, honestly, out of all the time that I've been here on YouTube doing movie stuff, I have never once heard anybody mention this film, but this is one that I literally would. So we had it taped on a VHS tape with like a bunch of other movies. I would watch it and I would rewind it and watch it again. And that is The Purple People Eater. I know it's probably a very long forgotten film for many. Some people may not even really know about this one, but this is one that I seriously, this is probably the most watched, I would say, of the 9 films, you guys. Because I would watch it, rewind it, watch it, rewind it, and watch it again. Because I freaking love this one. I love the music in this film, and just the whole idea of this little like purple dude coming down from outer space and, you know, creating this little like rock band with these like neighborhood kids and stuff like that. I mean, you got young Neil Patrick Harris in here, so what's not to love about that? But it's just a super fun film, and how he just befriends these like kids and stuff, and they create this little rock band and stuff. You even got freaking Little Richard in here and whatnot. So it is, you guys, it's a super fun flick, and I just have always been a huge fan of it. So yeah, Purple People Eater. All right, last but not least is Dr. Doolittle. Yep, I just think that this is a fun what if kind of film. You know, what if you really could talk to animals and stuff? I mean, you just imagine, like, for veterinarians and stuff like that, it'd be so much easier, their jobs, if animals could actually talk and tell them, you know, what's going on with them and whatnot. But it is a fun flick, you guys. It's also very quotable, and there's just so many, like, fun elements to this film. And I just remember always watching this one. Definitely one that, you know, my family always enjoyed. And so, yeah, we frequently watched it. So definitely had to be part of my top 9. So those are my Rad 9 films, you guys. Let me know in the comments below what are your guys' 9 Rad films that shaped you as a kid. And feel free to also, if you want to make a video, I would love to see your responses, your selections, and I'm sure that the Rad Pack would as well. Again, all their information will be in the description box below for you guys to go check out their awesome channel, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Join the family if you have not, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.